pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Portland Snowhawks and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. With a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 27-yard line.
Second down and 5. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A give running right. It's Hubbard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 44 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Nighthawks have struck first in this NFC title game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Snowhawks, nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 36-yard line.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. On first down, this is McCaffrey. 69 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Streveler, as the first half is winding down. And the Snowhawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Our two squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Strebler's throw complete to Rager. And he's got some space here. He's at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Oh, big hole right side. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 24 yards. And the Snowhawks have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 29, Fields. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. And they rattle off a big one.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
That's another Oklahoma City first down.
Back to throw, Fields. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Being chased out, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Nighthawks have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. They go play action now. Here's Strebler out to his left. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Strebler. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go, Strebler. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Strebler to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And even 100 yards rushing for him now on the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. On play action, Strebler, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. They will clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Second and 6. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Strebler. Flushed out right. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he will be out of bounds. So, partner, that means we got some free football. We're headed to overtime. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if we go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Of Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse, that gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done. And in overtime, go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports.
A 46-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.